Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I'm gonna be doing a multiplayer pro test, or should I say, ultimate test, of the car that you see on the screen right now. You know it, maybe you hate it, it is the Arash AF10. Oh yeah, it is this infamous car that people say it's terrible, and the reality is that, well, we're gonna see how good or bad it is in multiplayer. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing this helps the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for more Asphalt 8 right here in the channel. But okay, so why am I making a video on this car right now? Well, it has to do with the fact that the car is available once again in the multiplayer shop. You know that I've been trying to make some videos from time to time on the cars that are available right here in the multiplayer shop. And well, this is the case for the car right now. Now, because I already own the car, it doesn't show how much it costs, but fortunately, I do have a screenshot from my beginner account, and that's this one. There you go. So this car normally sells, or rather, it sells for 80,000 multiplayer badges. Now, you know, this is the currency that you can get by playing Master Season, and well, you know, you need to be saving it quite for a long time, and 80,000, it's definitely a lot of the currency. But that will give you a Class S car that is ultimate. Ultimate meaning that it's a car that you don't need to upgrade. It doesn't start at a lower rank and you need to slowly upgrade it. No, no, no. It's already the way that you see it right now. For good and for worse. Now, we're going to talk about the performance of the car in a second, but let me show it to you with the tuning kit. And there you have it, with tuning kit. And this is possibly one of the best examples. Every time that I show you the cars with the tuning kit over here, I normally tell you that the information that they present over here is not particularly useful, and this is one of the best examples of it. Because if you see, the acceleration looks absolutely amazing of 0.95. If you look at the acceleration of something like the Chiron 300 Plus, how much does it say? Look at that, one of the best accelerators in the game has an acceleration of 2.40, but the Arash has 0.95. So this must be an insane level of acceleration, right? It must be, it's over twice as fast on the acceleration. No, not really. This information of the acceleration is not accurate. I don't know what this is supposed to reflect, if it's actually reflecting anything in the game, but no, this is not a good accelerator, and that is why this information I've said that is never reliable. So don't go by looking at this and be like, whoa, this looks amazing. No, that's not it. What it does show you, what this information does provide, is, for example, the thing with the top speed. And this being an ultimate car, like a bunch of them, it has the raw top speed. That is to say that the top speed by itself is much higher than a regular car in the same rank. For example, just check this top speed of this car, 481 or 496 if you want to see it with the tuning kit, compared to another car that is already pro'd out, 456, or this one 456, or this, well, okay, this is not upgraded, 456. You can see that the top speed of normal cars, it's about 456, 457, it depends, right? But this being an ultimate has a much higher top speed. That, however, gets balanced down with the nitro that is not insanely fast. Well, normally cars have like almost 50 kilometers worth, oh yeah, about 50 kilometers worth of nitro. The Arash only has 11.6. So at the end of the day, this makes it so that top speed plus nitro ends up being about as fast as a regular car in Class S. But this does have a bit of an advantage when you're out of nitro, because even without any nitro, you're still going to be going 496 kilometers an hour. So that's enough of the stats. Let's actually test it out, because, oh boy, this is going to get interesting. Ooh, and we start in Orbital Loop. You know that I really like this track, but we're gonna see. So, the whole thing about the Arash, why I said that maybe you hate it, it's infamous in a way, it's simply because it's not a great car, period. It is not. It is ultimate, so that does have a big advantage in terms of not having to... Ooh, did I just knock him down? I'm so sorry, buddy. Of not having to upgrade your car at all. It already comes out as ultimate, you don't need to spend a bunch of resources on it or anything, and that is the good part about it. The bad part about it is that in general, this is a car that is not amazingly performant. In fact, I would even dare to say that it leans a little bit on the bad side. Specifically, one of the real weaknesses of this car is the drift. It has some very weak drift. Right now, since I'm playing triple boosted, well, the drift is manageable. But if you actually try this car with that, ooh, RIP to that dude. If you try this car without tuning kit, oh, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer with the drift, because this is, I don't know if it's straight up the worst drift of Class S, but I would dare to say that it's probably one of the worst, if not straight up the worst indeed. Hold on, let me make sure that I don't mess it up over here. So yeah, it is definitely a bit of a situation as well with the thing that this car's acceleration is nothing to write home about. But even then, with this car in my first race, it's a first place, baby! Now that's an excellent way of starting this video, because this is what I've been wanting to show for the longest time, that even a car that is not particularly good can still give you results from time to time. Look at that, beating a Jesco Absolute. Okay, this guy was unboosted, Ultima Res, Tushek, the Racer Pro, and a Faraday. Okay, a couple of cars unboosted. That is a bit surprising to me, but hey, still, it works to show that you can get results from time to time. Now, I was saying that this video is kind of long overdue, because I have made several videos on the Arash, talking about it in the same things that I've been talking about so far in this video, with the performance and all of that, right? But for example, I recorded a video, or was it 2 videos, I think, where with the Arash, I went into Master Season to play Master Season and reach Elites, but without boosters. Because that is the one thing that I was saying, even when you don't have boosters or anything, this car, and you don't have nitro, this car still goes pretty fast. Which is, again, a situation with a bunch of the Ultimate. Not all of them in just different degrees, but still, it's one of those things that it's noticeable on Ultimate. Hold on, let me see if I can get something decent over here. But really doing a protest of this car, I don't think I've ever done it, so here we are. And like I said, I've really been meaning to do this because I've been a defender of this car. Yes, it is. Oh, that's another thing, physics issues, but I'll get to that. This is not an amazing car. Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's, you would even, not you, I would even be correct to say that this is not a good car. But that doesn't make it into a straight up, you know, unusable thing. And that has to do with how the game is balanced. I already made a video talking about how I feel that this game is balanced. More like a fighting game. If you haven't watched my video that I did on this topic, I'll put the link in the top right about now. But yeah, the point is that even the bad cars, like the Arash, can still give a fight. Look at that. That's going to be a second place. I got defeated by a Jesco Absolute, fair enough. And I did beat an Ultimate. Why am I finding so many unboosted cars? This is very surprising to me. Wow. Alright, so some of these shouldn't really count for me saying like, oh, I beat them because, hey, they're unboosted. But still, at least I'm getting some results. It's a whole topic, that situation with the balance of the car. Like I said, I already made a video, so I hope you watch that, where I go deeper into what I think. But yeah, in general, even a car like this can still give you results. Obviously, you need a little bit of luck in multiplayer, not get knocked down, you know, a bunch of factors. But that is true with any car in the game. Really, so that's something to keep in mind. I don't know why I decided to accelerate with perfect nitro, but oh well. I did start in pole position. Like I said, the acceleration of this car is absolutely nothing. Oh god, nothing to write home about. So don't be expecting to be like, oh my god, that acceleration of 0.95 is gonna do amazing. No, it won't. I'm gonna go for this bottle over here. Which one is it picking? The middle one. Okay. And drift. I'm telling you, man. Even with the tuning kit, the drift is not great, but really, if you just want to put yourself through the ringer, try this car without tuning kit and drift with it, and yep, you're gonna see. Don't worry, we're gonna get to our drift test over here, but still, just I can never not be amused by how bad the drift of this car is. But even then, so long as you know how to do punch drifts, then you're fine. In fact, I've been wondering, a long time ago, I sort of made a video on punch drift. And I know that the vast majority of you guys know how to do it, but I wonder if anybody watching these videos right now is curious about what punch drifts are, and if you don't know how to do them, maybe I can make a video trying to illustrate how to do them, because, hey, it's a very useful technique to deal even with cars that have terrible drift, like this one. All right, that's another second place. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. And now there's a lot of boosted cars. Okay, so that makes more sense. A Gemera beat us, but I did beat a Halloween special, no, Halloween edition, Bugatti Divo, Apollo Intensa Emozione. Okay, this doesn't count because, hey, that's, yeah, no. Then an Ultima. All right, look at that. The Arash doing not terrible. Unbelievable. Okay, Area 51. Let's see how we do over here. Now, the other part that I haven't mentioned, just briefly, really, is the physics issue, because this car does have physics issues. And what I mean by that is it's one of those cars that is very oddly jumpy, that sometimes randomly you touch like a sidewalk or something, and the car is just gonna bump up and make you lose speed for absolutely no reason. Or even not necessarily a sidewalk. Sometimes you're just driving pretty much on a straight line in certain parts of certain tracks. The car is just gonna bounce weirdly for absolutely no reason, and you're gonna be like, what just happened? This can happen with this car. It's not all the time, but it is relatively often. So that is something else that you need to be prepared to deal with for when, if that happens. Oh god. Hold up. Oh, he was lagging, damn it. I hate when that happens, when someone is lagging and their lagged out version affects you and then turns out that they were somewhere else. But anyway, so yeah, the physics issues can happen with this car at semi-random. Wait a second, everybody's blinking. Am I the one that is lagging? Because remember, when one person is blinking, that person is the one having the connection issue. But when it's everybody that is blinking, it's more likely that it is you who's having the connection issue. So, I don't know, I think that's an interesting bit of a situation there. All right, I'll keep the second place. But hey, that's another second place, man. All of these races have been top 3. Am I being lucky today or what's going on? I don't know. All right, defeated by the Chiron 110 ANS. But I did beat an Intensa Emozione, Lycan, Halloween Edition, and a Bugatti Divo. The Vayanon booster is still doing something, so hey, that's gonna count, right? But it is time to put it to the test. Drift test! Specifically, spiral drift test! Let's see what we can do over here. But I started it too soon, damn it. I just wrecked as I was making my way into the drift test section because my car had a physics issue moment. Let's go! I wish I had recorded that, but oh well, here we go. Oh god! So I was able to do it with that punch drift, but you saw how close I was to the wall there. Alright, let's see if I get, again, the physics issue. Not this time. Oh well, but one last attempt over here with the drift. See if I can do it a little bit better. Maybe I'll do the punch drift. Yeah, a little bit of... Alright, punch drift, it is effective still. And here we go in the opposite direction as well, because of course. Now over here I definitely won't be doing punch drift because this side I've always said it feels assisted. It's a little bit sharper than the regular one, so... Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, you see what I'm saying on the drift on this thing? Even with the tuning kit that makes it not terrible, it's still not all that good at all. And time to world test because of course. Now this car is absolutely gonna out-accelerate me, but it does it fast enough where it doesn't really get in the way. So I'll move a tiny bit. Maybe I moved too much over there. I'm gonna retry this, but yeah. I'm telling you, this car is just not a good accelerator. So I'm not gonna find a car that I can out-accelerate over here. Alright? I did what I could there, alright? I'm still gonna do the test in gate drift. This is just the cleanest way of doing an acceleration test because there's absolutely nothing that gets in your way. But yeah, again, you just gotta count the time backwards, but hey, still works. There you go. Was there a difference? Probably. Now, before we get back into doing multiplayer races, I want to show you the color options for this car because color options it does have. And the starting or the default color is this dark blue, which is okay, I guess. We have it on black and a lighter blue. Orange, which looks kind of nice. It is a bit of a burnt orange, but hey, the yellow orangey that I was using for the first portion of this video, we got it also in red. The silver that I was just using, and also in white, which doesn't look too bad. It does have as well some liveries, which obviously you can only get at this moment from vouchers or by using your vouchers, if you have any. This is a very peculiar one, very advertising, but hey, it is what it is. But I do actually like the look of the car in green. The livery in general is cool if it didn't have this text. We got also this one, which again, kind of same situation. It's a different tone of green. It's a little bit more, I don't know, whatever. And then we got also a couple of the Halloween liveries, and this one, which was added some time ago. I don't remember for what, but there we go. So I kind of like this one and this one, but not enough for me to actually buy the liveries for vouchers. So no, thank you. I'm fine. Ooh, very nice, very fancy. We're in the Viterra 9, another one of the tracks that I really like. So let's see how we do over here. But yeah, in general, this is a car that, if you're thinking, DBT, should I spend my multiplayer badges into getting this car? I would say it really depends on where are you in your garage, in terms of how many cars you have. Do you have all the cars that are already brought out and all of that stuff? If you're a player that doesn't, oh gosh, damn it. If you're a player that doesn't have Class S cars upgraded, fully upgraded, and you're thinking, and you don't have a lot of resources either, you don't have the 10 million fusion coins, you don't have the kits to upgrade a car, the wild cards for the conversions and all of that stuff, all of the parts that you need, Jesus Christ, then this is a car that actually could have some use for you, because again, you don't need to upgrade this thing at all. That is the good part of it. But if you already have some other cars in Class S, whatever it is, then probably you're not gonna be needing, and I mean upgraded cars, you're probably not gonna be needing this car. It's not that important for you to get it. It really is more for the people who don't have anything else to use around here. And other than that, if you want to get it just for the collection, hey, why not? And like I said, while it is not a particularly good car at all, then still, it's a fun car to drive, so why not? Why not? All right, this was a terrible race because I got knocked down twice. So RIP DBT. Oh wow, yeah, and everybody was boosted this time, except this guy didn't have tuning kit. So hey, they're pretty good nonetheless. Okay, we're back to Area 51. That's not gonna be great for me. I don't know. This is one of those tracks that I could never really get into. Like, I don't hate it, but it's not my jam either. I don't know. It's just have some sections that I really don't like. Though overall, the design of the map is kind of cool. I do like how the two main routes of the different versions of the track are considerably different, right? It does have some, this entire section is closed off, and now you need to go in this other entire section that you can't in the other version. There's a word for that I always forget what it's called. Modular, yeah, modular track. It's not as modular as some other tracks like China and whatnot, but still I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just some of the nitro placement in this track, or rather the lack of nitro. No, that is what kind of annoys me a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm gonna go for the jump here. I'm glad that was a quick barrel roll, otherwise that would have been a half barrel roll, and you know that those are no fun. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, this is the one with no nitro in this entire section. Oh boy. Oh, that's a Jesco. Nice. Have I ever done a protest on the Jesco? Let me know in the comments. Should I be doing a protest on the Koenigsegg Jesco? Because, hey, that could be kind of fun. Oh, I got a third place! they just, I guess they were fighting right there at the end, and I got a third place, so that makes me happy. All right, defeated by a Venom F5 and a Senna GTR, very strong cars, but I did beat a Jesco, Centenario, Polo Intense Emozione, a 720S, Venom GT. Oh, there was a Venom F5 and a Venom GT. That's kind of nice. And a Bayan. And there you have it. That is the Arash AF10. If you would like to get a heart and a pin on this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be the Unloved Ultimate, Haunted by Infamy. A first person to post it gets a hard opinion. You know how this whole thing works. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and if you would like to support me directly, please consider joining the Room membership for access to exclusive videos and some other perks. So check it out over there by the join button. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.